All right, welcome into the
DNVR
DNVR
Rockies Podcast. I am Patrick Lyons.
I'm Susie Hunter. Patrick, it's crazy that you're the one at home, but I'm the one who was here celebrating the Nuggets all night. We're all in rough shape here today at DNVR, except for Patrick, of course. Look how you're like the only alert person I've seen all day.
You know, I was, and yet the game that I was covering lasted longer than any of them.
Which is kind of weird, yeah.
Yeah, we'll get into all of that. Yes,
Yeah.
I got like a full 9 hours of sleep. I wanted to avoid the war zone, aka the DNVR bar, and so I was like, yeah, this is a good day for a StreamYarder.
Yeah, I'm in Studio A right now, and there's confetti everywhere. But
You're
for the most
sitting
part,
on top of confetti.
it's surprisingly put together considering what it looked like last night.
Man, I do want to talk plenty about the Nuggets, but I'm so baseball focused that I'm like, we've got so much baseball stuff to talk
On
about.
this baseball
we'll take
podcast?
some time. Force us to take some time to talk about the Nuggets because we absolutely should. But to frame it in the Rockies context, they win a big game last night, another come from behind victory when losing or trailing after 7 innings. They do it in their first extra inning game. And this is just the start of a 10-game road trip. They've got 2 more coming up here in Boston, then 4 in Atlanta, 3 in Cincinnati. They've got another 10-game trip later on in the season in early August. This road trip, when it ends and finally finishes in Cincinnati next Wednesday, that will be 33 games in 34 days. They're now 4-10 over their last 14 after having gone 16-10. Are they trending back upwards, perhaps, Susie?
I think it's too soon to call it trending upwards because we do have about 70% of the 40-man injured and the bullpen's exhausted. But I'm really glad the Rockies pulled it through and got the win last night in extras, in the rain. What a crazy game. We were actually... I should have had you pull up the tweet of how me and my friends were watching the Rockies game at the bar, because obviously it was not on a single TV, but one of my friends had it playing on his phone, and we were watching the game while the Nuggets were playing.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, a 2-game win streak is barely even a win streak. So
Yeah.
maybe I'm getting ahead of putting the cart before the horse, but you know, we talked about it on Sunday, like this transition with the young guys. And look, if you want to tie it back into the Nuggets championship, all the guys at DNVR Nuggets, they'd kind of been reading the tarot cards and kind of predicting the future and saying, hey, this thing is trending up. We got a way to go, but we're starting to see the pieces come together for what could be a turnaround. I don't know that that's going to be the case for the Rockies, but you know, there are the pieces there that are finally getting an opportunity to play. And really, a lot of that starts with the starter on Monday night, Connor Seabold, who returns back to Boston after being designated for assignment and then getting traded to Colorado this offseason. He was absolutely dealing through 6 innings of work. Impressive start.
How satisfying must it be? Like, what a boss move. You get let go by a team. You get picked up by some other team, and you come in and you beat the team that let you go. That is just like, nothing says winning to me like Connor Seabold's situation last night. But yeah, he was incredible.
Yeah, he had something to prove. He understands, you know, he talked a little bit about this over the weekend about, you know, it's business. He understands that it didn't work out. He wasn't getting certain things done that they had wanted. So he understands that. But yeah, you know, maybe it was a little bit too soon that you cast me off. So I've got something to show you guys. He gives up 3 consecutive singles to load the bases in the first. And then after that, pretty darn good. Only gives up 1 run. I think he struck out 6. Like, he was really good. In his last 4 starts, 22 innings pitched, 2.91 ERA for Seabs. Connor Seabold.
Seabs. Yes, that's what his glove says. Seabs. That's his nickname.
Although, actually, here you go. Here's his branding. It's Seabold. C for his first name, hyphen bold.
Oh.
That's it right there. Done.
I'm into it. Okay.
Now the question is, are his cleats, the Seabold brand signature cleats, going to be sold in stores before Nikola Jokic basketball shoe? That's really the next question you need to answer.
No, I don't know. Jokic he has just been on one. this year, last year, the year before that. Look, I'm wearing my joke around and find out shirt. It's a Nugget shirt.
That's it.
One of our DNVR Nugget shirts.
Hoping it would be maybe one of the new 5 new shirts that dropped that you can get over at the DNVR.com, where members get 20% off all your purchases at DNVR Locker. This isn't actually a read. I'm transitioning from your Nuggets shirt. Believe it or not.
Thank you.
It's fantastic what Denver Man has been able to do on the shirt front. All right. Ryan McMahon had a nice game at the plate again.
Yes,
no surprise there. Had a double, robbed of an RBI single in the first inning. He scored the first run. He walked during that 8th inning rally. Has been really good, and his numbers are on par with Nolan Arenado. And we'll talk about it during the second segment where the voting is. But Nolan Arenado, first in National League third baseman. Ryan McMahon, not even in the top 10.
How? Make it make sense, Patrick.
Yeah, I'm kind of asking you. I don't know either.
I'm saying that doesn't make any sense. Make it make sense. That's ridiculous. Ryan McMahon has been incredible. I would say, Nolan Arenado who?
Yeah. Nolan who? Nolan Jones. That's who. Because he had another productive day at the plate and an even more productive play. He's not only hitting 470-foot homers. I did just hear recently this morning that I think he may have 3 home runs this month measured at 470 feet or more. It's still tied for the most in StatCast era in a single month with Trevor Story back in 2018. So Nolan Jones is the Nolan that we talk about. Robs a home run. Game-saving robbery of Rafael Devers. Mm-hmm. This guy, man, he is doing it all right now.
He is. He's just got it all on. Out in the field, at the plate. It's just Nolan Jones is the one true Nolan now.
The one true Nolan. That's
the one true Nolan. Nolan Jones.
Jurickson Profar did a nice job. Leadoff double off the Green Monster. Then he plays one off of the Monster to cut down Connor Wong at second base to kind of stifle a rally. He had another double he added later in the game. And you hate to say it, but trade this guy. Trade him now. If you're going to capitalize on all these assets that you have, do it now before they get hurt. The reason why the Rockies were not able to trade CJ Cron last year at the deadline is because he got hit in the hand and the early returns were, some of his power had sapped. So we're not going to pay for his first half productivity. Well, what if the Rockies had traded him second week in June or third week in June or fourth week in June or first week in July? You could have gotten proper value for CJ Cron.
Endless opportunities, so,
yeah. The longer you wait on these veteran guys like Jurickson Profar, Randall Grichuk, even Brent Suter, the less likelihood is you're going to be happy with the return if you even get one at all. So sorry to say it, but you know what? Pick up the phone. Let's see what the offers are right now.
I'm sorry. You think the Rockies are going to learn from a previous mistake and make a trade?
I don't think they will. I just think they should.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to make sure we're on the same page here. We all know what they should do. We could be running this team totally differently. I can't believe no one's donated to our GoFundMe yet. But, we know what they should be doing, but will they?
I don't know if that's enough for a segment or if it's just a whole show, but we just got to call it the should show, where we just talk about what the Rockies should be doing. Not what they will do, which we have to speculate on plenty as well. But what they should do is start moving on some of these deals. Elias Diaz, his first return to the lineup since taking that nasty foul ball off the mask. You like that he was back, does come through with an RBI single to tie it at 2-2. Nolan Jones came up, I think, twice with the bases loaded to have that opportunity. And you go, oh, my God. The guy goes ahead and does it. In the 9th inning in walk-off fashion, the longest home run, walk-off home run that we've had in the StatCast era. And you figured he was going to do it again. Yeah. Again, all this in perspective. Nojo has just been super impressive. Bullpen does a good job. Suter did give a go-ahead home run to Christian Arroyo over the Monster. Johnson walked a batter, got out of it. And then Daniel Bard for the first time at Fenway Park. 3,698 days since he had been back there. He talked to me about it a little bit article up there, unlocked entirely at the DNVR.com. Check that out. And he went in there and he got the job done, and he held down the fort in a tie ball game.
First of all, absolutely incredible to see Daniel Bard back at the place where things kind of unraveled for him. So it's insane. It's incredible. So happy that he's getting back to the Daniel Bard we know and love.
Yeah, he's got his entire family there. His grandfather's is from the area. He went to games at Fenway Park when he was a kid. Played there in the Cape Cod All-Star Game during all those festivities. So, actually has a really special place in his heart. So for him to kind of be able to come back during this, second stint of his career, his second career, as he called it, was so nice to see. And then we didn't realize, and we can talk about the rain delay, but there was a whole rain delay. And then when we come back, it was so quick. I blinked and it was like, oh, Matt ALLCITY is 1 out away, gets the job done. Rockies end up winning, and he's got his first career save. That also means Daniel Bard gets the win. First win at Fenway Park since May 25th, 2012.
How can you not be romantic about baseball with stuff like this? That is incredible. Good for Daniel Bard, man. Good for us, but good for him.
Yeah, that was just so awesome to see. Yeah, that rain delay was wild. It was kind of, I think MLB maybe were they trying to give the Rockies a break and say, you know what, guys, just stay in the dugout. We could come out. Let's let the game end. Watch a little of the post game celebration with Nikola Jokic and his cute little daughter. Enjoy that, and then we'll finish this game off because it really aligned pretty well.
I was gonna say, I bet Kyle Freeland was really happy with that. It worked out timing wise. It worked out really well. Also, it's just, isn't it so crazy how we went from having basically no rain delays to 2 in a row, and the games kind of end similarly in the sense that there's a delay. We come back to the game a period of time later, and then it ends so fast.
It's like we're one swing away again from this thing ending, and we can't. And yeah, Sunday we almost got extras. It seemed like it was a guarantee that we were going to get extras. We didn't. Then we did get it on Monday night. And so I forget what the exact number is. I'm sure Rockies communications department will have it, but we had about 78 consecutive games without extra innings. And so that's the longest in franchise history. So
damn,
time to start a new streak.
Damn. Also, wait, hold on. Shout out to Ethan in the chat, who is very excited that he's catching the pod live. And yes, my ears are still ringing, Ethan. Thank you. Thank you for asking. Did Patrick freeze?
Looks like
Patty, or is he just really smiley and happy and calm? Patrick froze.
I'm so happy.
Oh, okay. He's back.
Yes. No, I'm extremely happy for everyone that was down at the bar on the corner of Colfax and York, just celebrating at baby ball. It's still baby ball.
It's very much baby ball up in here right now.
Yeah, no, that's one of the great things for all the diehards. Besides, when you come down to the bar, you get 15% off all of your food and drink, 20% off all the gear, including even the new stuff that we just dropped for the NBA Finals championship. Denver Nuggets, best team in the world right now. 2 championships within a 12-month span. We got the parade on Thursday. I'm sure, the Nuggets guys were like, hey, we finally get a break. No, we got the parade to deal with. And then maybe everyone can catch their breath. Jokic can possibly go back to Serbia. Although I hope he sticks around for another week, because I put it out there, this idea that, well, you know what? The Avs came back to Coors Field with the Stanley Cup. A little bit different with the Cup and the Larry O'Brien Trophy. But maybe the Nuggets will show up and hang out at the next homestand. And so maybe we'll get Jokic and Shohei Ohtani together. That would be something.
Stop it. I'm getting goosebumps right now. I mean, you like to think that they would stick around for a homestand to visit the one team that's in season. I guess aside from Rapids. Sorry, Yaya.
Rapids are a thing. Rapids are real. Here's something that I looked up. When the Avs won the Cup last year, the Rockies actually lost that day. So when the Nuggets won and we're waiting in the rain delay, I'm like, oh, they're not going to win that because, history is symmetrical, right? There can't be no connection to any of these things. There has to be a true connection. But maybe not. But yeah, Rockies win on the same night as the Nuggets. Who's to say which was a bigger victory? But you know what? Both teams did a nice job. They both got a win. That's nice, right?
Exactly. Are we still in an ad read?
We might be. Yeah. Because look, if you are injured in possibly a street sign falling down on your head, or somebody jumping up on a lamppost and it hit you, or maybe you were just trying to, I don't know, grab your scarf, flew up onto a light pole, and you were trying to climb up to grab it, but the pole was greased up in fat and lard, and so you slipped down and you hurt yourself.
This is getting
Call
a
back
little
as a
too
chamber.
specific, but I think you're talking about Beggars and Shanker. But listen, you have to be not at fault for them to help you out, but they do a great job helping you out nonetheless.
Yeah, here's the thing. Even if you're like, I may have been at fault just a little bit, call them for free. 222-2222. They free consultation. They'll work for you for free. In fact, they don't see a dime until you do. And in fact, their clients have seen over $2 billion in wins. So whether it's a motorcycle accident, ride share, car accident, something at work, you name it, fear not, because they can help you out absolutely for free. Give them a call. All Troy Tulowitzki's, 222-2222. Find out if you've got a case. Go to any of their offices, Denver, Aurora, Inglewood, Fort Collins. Who am I talking about? Talking about Backus and Shanker. Volo Sport, largest social sports company in the U.S. And not even all sports, because sometimes they have drinking and games, sports and games. They do a lot of games as well, don't they?
Okay, so wait, the thing that I learned about Volo kickball, when you're playing kickball, you have to have a drink in your hand. I didn't know that was the rule, so it adds like a layer of chaos. So yeah, it's fun. Kickball's like really easy to play, but then they add in the drink in hand. It's just a very social sport. Yeah, Volo's got some really fun stuff going on right now.
Susie, I'm surprised you haven't read the rules and regulations for PKB, that of course being professional kickball. You have to have a drink in your hand.
Oh, is that really the case?
No, there's no such thing as PKB. But I wish, maybe, someday. Someday there will be. And
someday.
That's it. It might be called the Volo Sport Professional Kickball League. They'll have the top billing on that. They'll be the sponsor. Use code DNVR10 to get all kinds of special offers that they've got on. You can drop in on a couple events. You can get something where, you just want to try it out for a month, unlimited. They got tournaments, all kinds of things from soccer, softball, cornhole, bocce, pickleball, growing sport, miniature golf. Seriously, they allow you to be a kid again, but to get some exercise and to be social, because look, there's still new people coming into Denver each and every day. You might not have found your new best friend, but with Volo Sport, your odds are going to increase. Use promo code DNVR10 for some special offers.
Absolutely. Yeah. And also, Volo does after parties here too. So we get like a lot of Volo people in here at the bar. It's a lot of fun. It seems like they have a really good time.
Are they going to do a Volo Sport Championship parade? They might need to do one yearly now at this point. Yeah. I don't know if you saw on Twitter, the homie Nate said, okay, Avs won it in 2022. Nuggets won it in 2023. Rockies are going to win it in 24, and then Broncos in 25. My only thing is let's actually just flip that. Let's give the Rockies an extra year. Broncos possibly could do it a little bit sooner, and then still long shot. But you know what? Maybe the Rockies will figure it out in time.
Maybe, I think the Rockies still got a couple of years. I know we like to say 2025, and sometimes I'm looking at this team and I'm like, maybe 2026. I don't know. We got to work on the timeline.
So 24 will be Broncos. 25 will slide in the Rapids for another one. 26, another Avs. 27 Nuggets. They won one before then too, and then maybe 29. So we'll amend it. We'll talk with Nate, and we'll figure that out exactly. Maybe we can also figure out how many more reunions the Rockies are going to have, because that was something we knew going into the season. There was going to be Connor Joe early on in the season. He did his job by making that roster. DJ LeMahieu, which we haven't had yet, but it's coming up this summer. That's going to be a big one. He'll get that video package that everyone loves to see. And of course, more recently, as I mentioned yesterday, Daniel Murphy, can he get back to the Angels in time for next week? And now Raimel Tapia just signs a deal with the Milwaukee Brewers. Milwaukee came through town, but Colorado will go there on August 7th through 9th. So it still allows that opportunity, because unfortunately, we're not seeing Tapia in Boston like we had expected.
Yeah, no, but you know what? We got the Trevor Story reunion, and that is huge in itself. I saw, that picture of Charlie and Trevor just standing out on the field at Fenway. That was a heartbreaker. That hurts.
And how many ways? Like, can we count all the ways that it hurts? Because you're right. It's just painful to look at. I mean, Story, he's not wearing Rockies gear. Sad, right? He's in
Charlie's
shorts.
injured.
Yeah. Story's in shorts. He's injured. Oh, all right. You're right. Charlie's got the cast on his hand, so he's not going to be playing. You see them both and go, oh, what could have been? You see them and you go, oh, where's Nolan? Oh, right. It drums up a lot of unfortunate memories, but it was cool. Those guys were able to kind of hang out a little bit, and I'm sure they're going to grab a bite to eat. They don't really have games to get ready for.
Yeah, they have time to go get some food. Boston's got some good food. I like Boston.
Do you
Boston's
know
a fun
if in
place.
the clubhouse at Fenway they have any kind of eating competitions like a lobster roll? Like, is there a record on that? That could be
God.
that could be a little pricey.
I was gonna say that would be too expensive. That would be too much. No, I don't know about any competition that they have going on. I know in the past though, this isn't a competition. This is just about food and lobster at Fenway Park in general. A couple of years ago, they had lobster poutine at the park. It was actually one of the best ballpark foods I've ever had. It was really good. I think about it all the time.
I like that. No, that actually does sound good. Irod in the chat saying Rockies win, Nuggets win the championship. It was a good night last night. You know, I saw the fireworks going down, going off in Lodo, and I thought, folks, hey, wait, we're still in a rain delay. Rockies didn't officially win it, but then they won. And then I think the celebration, I think, took another step forward. It was really great to see that. Now, All-Star voting has gone down the first phase. We're still in that. That's going to go through June 22nd. But we had the first round of voting come out. And do you have a guess, Susie, without looking, who do you think has got the most votes in the first round of voting? What player in either league?
What player? I'm going to say Shohei.
Gotta be, right? Gotta be.
It should be. It'd be weird if it wasn't,
It should
Patrick.
Kind of is weird. So he has the most in the American League, but Ronald Acuna Jr. actually has more votes. I was a little surprised by that.
Okay, good for him though. He's really good, and I'm sure Braves fans really want to make sure that he is recognized for how good he is. So I'm sure that they're pushing extra hard to get their 5 votes a day in. Have you been getting your 5 votes a day in for Elias Diaz?
No, but I did do the math. You can vote up to 115 times in phase 1 if you voted 5 times for like all of the 24 days. So that's a lot. You can say stuff the ballot. Why not?
Stuff the ballot. Stop the count.
Yeah, I was thinking, I'm like, does Shohei have like more difficult competition at DH? I nearly started a spreadsheet for this first round of voting because I was very curious, but I did crunch some of the numbers. In the American League, Blue Jays have 3 guys on that list: Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Bo Bichette, Matt Chapman, 2 Angels, Ohtani, and Trout. Nobody from the American League Central. Nobody was a leading vote getter, at least.
I was going to say the AL Central is a little underwhelming right now.
Yeah, wait till we really dig into the numbers on this because it's wild. But hey, they get 5 automatic bids. That's maybe how we should deal with the AL Centrals. Look, your whole division has 5 automatic selections, not 1 per team, just 5 for the entire division. You guys sort it out. In the National League, you had 3 Dodgers leading their respective positions: Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, and JD Martinez at DH. 3 from Atlanta: Sean Murphy at catcher, Ronald Acuna Jr., and a puzzling one. He's playing well, and none of the shortstops in the National League have really kind of gotten out there to a big jump. It's one of the reasons why I think Ezekiel Tovar may be in the conversation to get a bench spot. But Orlando Arcia also was leading shortstop in the National League right now. Strange.
Okay, that's kind of random.
Yeah, I think so. Luis Arias, Lourdes Gurriel Jr., so you like that Marlins and D-backs player could potentially be starting. And in the NL Central, Nolan Arenado is the only Central player leading his position. And yet, does he deserve it?
Does he? I feel like, that's like he hasn't been like that Nolan, the Nolan that he's been in the past. He's not been that Nolan this season. So a little surprised that, he's leading, but at the same time, there's not a lot of competition. in that division.
Yeah, for sure. There was, so since this is still pretty new, like last year was the first year with this setup, for anyone that might not know, voting will go until June 22nd, and then they take the top 2 vote getters at each position. In the outfield, of course, that'll be 6 position players, and then there'll be a new round of voting for 3 days to say, okay, now everybody get back in and vote and see, of these guys, where do you want your votes to go? If you're the top vote getter in your league after that first phase, you get an automatic bid. So in the case of Acuna Jr., if he has the most votes in the National League, now there's only going to be 2 spots left in the outfield, so only 4 players could you possibly vote on for that. How about the Rockies? Where are they? So Elias Diaz is the closest to being in that final 2. He has the 3rd most amount of votes for NL catchers, but he is somewhat far back of Will Smith of the Dodgers. So you're right. I think we all need to do our part for those 5 votes every day to get Diaz in there in that conversation. He slowed down a little bit. He got hurt, and so he missed the game on Sunday. Actually, Saturday was when he got injured. But still, he got the RBI yesterday. He got the knock, so hopefully he's coming back out of that brief slump, because he definitely deserves it more than anybody right now on this Rocky staff.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he's been electric. He's been dependable. He has been the it factor in so many games, and just a great all-around dude, an all-star human being. We got to get him at this all-star game. Everyone do your part. If you're not voting 5 times a day, what are you doing? What better things do you have to do right now?
Yeah, Rocky's the vote. You got to do that.
Rocky's the vote.
We also had Charlie Blackmon in the top 10. He was at 10, number 10 for most votes for designated hitters. And then Randall Grichuk, he's in there. He's 19th in outfielders. He could actually get to the top 4, with a push and with some really solid play here. I don't know that it'll happen, but 3 Rockies players essentially in the top 10 or top 20 for outfielders in voting. It could be a lot worse because there are other teams that have little to nothing. Nationals have 1 guy, Joey Meneses, 7th at DH. Marlins, 4th best record in the NL, and they only have 2 guys in the top 10. Reds have 3 guys, and their top guy is Matt McClain, who's 4th for shortstops. He just got called up last month. So that's a strange one.
He must really be making an impression. You've got to wonder, let's get Nolan Jones. Let's get Brenton Doyle in the conversation.
That's it. It'll have to be write-ins, but you know what? It could happen. You never know.
I'll write them in.
Write it down. That's it. Pirates, the first place Pirates, only have 3 guys. Brian Reynolds has the best shot. Giants have 3 guys in the top 10. JD Davis has a shot to get in there in the top 2 for third baseman. Brewers have 4 guys. D-backs have 5. Now, in the American League, the A's have nobody in the top 10 at their position.
Can't say I'm super surprised. Definitely an underperforming team, and also a fan base that is very upset right now, very rightfully so. So that kind of doesn't surprise me, but that sucks for A's fans, as if, they're not dealing with enough right now. I hate that. I hate the whole A's situation right now.
Yeah, Ryan Noda, Rule 5 pick over at first base. He's been fine for first baseman. Asteri Ruiz, most stolen bases in baseball. That's something. And then Brent Rooker's been really good. I could see him probably being their lone candidate. But speaking of Oakland, I don't know if you know, they're doing a reverse boycott today at the game, Susie.
Today's the day. I have heard about this. I was waiting for it to happen. But yeah, instead of a boycott, it's like they're going to fill up the stadium to show ownership. Hey, we exist. We are fans. We want a team here. But at the same time, y'all are ruining it for us.
Yeah, it's an Oakland A's supporters group called Oakland 68, and they were raising money where people can donate $5 at a time to cover the cost of a shirt. So they raised $30,000. They're going to give away 7,000 shirts for free. They have different stations in around the parking lot in the ballpark where you can go and get a great green shirt that just says "sell." They want Fisher Group to sell, and free shirts. They're giving out. They're gonna have music, food, games. And they're going to have a lot of people wearing a sell shirt tonight in Oakland. That's
going to be such an incredible visual. That kind of gives me goosebumps thinking about it, honestly. Because that is, there's a lot of people who are so upset. I'm just thinking, obviously, like whenever, we post stuff on Twitter on the DNVR Rockies account, we get a lot of response of people saying, sell the team. Like, okay, we can't do anything about that. Like, why are you even telling us? But I wonder what it would take for Rockies fans to do something like that, because we know that there's a lot of people who are frustrated with ownership. But man, to bring it to the point where you are filling the stadium and you are organizing T-shirt giveaways and oh my gosh. I mean, that's a game that I'm going to want to watch, because it's just going to be wild to see the stadium wearing shirts that say sell. Oh my gosh. We got Brendan Vogt over here, by the way.
Preach on. Wearing Oakland A's green. He's
Have
feeling
you
good.
been home yet, Vogt?
Nope. He slept up somewhere.
He is, I gotta say, like, everyone here is a freaking vibe right now. Like, Yaya's dying over in the corner.
You hear
Vogt's
you
doing
can't die
God
yet.
knows what.
You hear you can't die yet. You need to pull up the Goosebumps leaderboard, because I think we've got an all-time record. Susie, this you've had Goosebumps twice in the show. That's now the most in a single podcast in the last 2 years.
Oh, I guess
Congrats.
so. Maybe it's kind of cold in here. I don't know.
There you go. It's a golden era right now for the Nuggets. We know that.
Yes, it is.
I was just looking for like teams that had the fewest amount of representation. All of the American League Central, Twins have one guy, Joey Gallo, in a top 10. Royals have one guy, Salvador Perez. He's got an opportunity to move up into the top 2 ahead of Jonah Heim. White Sox have 2 guys. They're both in 10th place, so they almost had nobody, the White Sox. Tigers, Miguel Cabrera, 2 other guys. Guardians have 3. But, some of those supporter groups are kind of in the same shape, or if not worse, than the Rockies. So, I don't know what that says exactly. I think it's just that Rockies fans are good. They know their stuff. They're voting for their guys. Would you like to see that? Blue Jays, Astros, Rangers, Atlanta, Phillies, and Dodgers, those 6 teams, every single player that's on the ballot, all of them are in the conversation. They're all in the top 10 in the positions and top 20 in outfield for those 6 teams. A lot of support there.
You love seeing fans get behind their dudes. Again, vote for Elias Diaz 5 times a day. Rocky's the vote.
That's it. And if you want to know what Susie has got behind her, just go to foco.com, because that's where you can get all the bobbleheads, all the wonderful tchotchkes, some great hats for the summertime to keep the sun out of your face, like big hats.
The hat, like my favorite hat that I don't have. Like, I don't own this hat, but I keep stealing it from the set.
Also, championship bobbleheads for the Nuggets.
Thank you, Yaya. Championship bobbleheads. That's right. They've got that at Foco.
Nice. Can you tell you here to stop gargling with glass, because it's really doing a number on his throat?
I cannot
that's
talk.
great.
I am done for the year probably.
Oh
from
my
now
God.
on.
You had a crew in here also with you, by the way. Like, you had like so many friends here.
Yeah, and we just went insane. It was just, we couldn't do it anymore.
Did I see Christian from the Rockies, from the Colorado Rockies, famed, not a bat boy, but foul line controller?
He's on-field security. He catches a lot of foul balls. He's on TV a bunch, like, in the background at games. Yeah, Christian was he was here. He was here. One of his friends was here too. We're buddies. So yeah, he came to the bar. They had a great time too.
That's the only person I saw that made me regret maybe not coming down. I even had the thought of like, what time is Shaq going to roll through? Maybe 2 a.m.? Nah, you know what? I'll just stay home. And then I saw Christian and I go, well, now everyone's there. I really should be there.
Listen, this was like a real who's who of just Nuggets fans, Denver people. My voice is struggling too.
9 News was here. We also had Broncos media.
Oh,
but like
yeah.
from the actual Broncos, like just people that cover the Broncos. Like,
yeah.
Like Broncos PR was here. Like it was like insanely packed.
It was nuts. I love how every ad read we do somehow comes back to the bar was crazy last night and we're all in rough shape.
Hey, when the Nuggets win a championship for the first time in their history, there's no telling where this can go.
It would be weird if we weren't. This show is like already like so weird and off the rails, like Vogt blowing kisses into the camera. Like I'm just like I can't.
Look, this is why you have to listen to the entire show all the way through. You can't fast forward to the ad reads because you don't know where they're going to start. You don't know where they're going to end. You don't know whether we're talking about FOCO and using code DNVR for 10% off all non-presale items. Yeah, I'm super excited. I do check the site somewhat frequently for some of their new products, and I like what they've had coming out on their summer line. But the Nuggets championship bobbleheads and all of that memorabilia is going to be really, really exciting. You don't have to worry about getting a ticket to the parade on Thursday because it's just free and available for everyone. But there are events like that. That's a rarity. So many other events, you need to get tickets. And that's why you need to go to Game Time because when you use code DNVR, you get $20 off your first purchase. You can also save up to 60% off the face value of that ticket. You can get seats on the floor for concerts, sometimes even on the floor for basketball games as well, behind home plate, or just anywhere you want. If you're looking for 6 or 7 people, if you got like an odd number for a big group, Game Time Tickets is going to have all of those options for you at whatever event that you're looking to attend. And when you use code DNVR, that $20 off your first purchase is really going to be a nice little thing that you're going to be able to afford an extra beer or two or a pretzel, whatever it may be. They're going to save you a lot of money. And so are we with code DNVR over on Game Time Tickets.
I got to save that $20 off for my Taylor Swift tickets, which I still don't have. So stressful.
Are you waiting until close to an hour before the event? Because that's when the prices go down.
Patrick, no joke. I think that's what I'm going to have to do because tickets are still in it's still 4 figures. That's so much for one concert.
It's anxiety inducing to know that you're going to do that. But I think that is financially the better move. You're basically doing a Grateful Dead approach. So I almost went to a Grateful Dead show.
Okay.
Here's the thing, and I don't know much about the culture. You walk around and you just have one finger up in the air. That's it. You just walk around like this with your little index finger. And that means one, I need one ticket. And then people will approach you and go, hey, I got a ticket. And sometimes they'll give you one for free. Sometimes they'll sell it to you, whatever. Unfortunately, I didn't get my ticket, but that's it. You're going to just be walking around the Taylor Swift parking lot.
Is that how you do it? So I'm from Philly. I should know how to buy tickets off the street, even though, it's not legal. But I don't know how.
But what Ticketmaster does is legal.
No, it shouldn't.
Exactly.
It is legal, but it shouldn't be.
Exactly.
Because
that's why you use Game Time, where it's cheap and easy to use. And you don't get a sketchy dude on the street that might be selling you a fake ticket and scamming you for $500. It's happened to me before.
Oh, I was going to say, this sounds like it's coming from a very real place. It happened to you.
Did you just transition into an ad read in the middle of Bravo. I mean...
I don't know where the ad reads start and where they end, Patrick. Are we still in an ad read? Did we leave the ad read? I literally don't know.
The ads are just us at this point, and we are ads.
We are ads. I'm an ad that accidentally came to life.
Susie, on Sunday how I said...
by the way.
Is it really? Sorry, Patrick, what were you saying?
No, how on Sunday's show we kind of started off Memento style? We are still doing that. So it's not actually when you think. This is all... Again, this is... Inception. This is just an Inception type thing.
Patrick, I gotta tell you though, I did not get enough sleep last night for me to be following the course of this show right now.
Well, how about you take the reins for a little bit here, and then that will maybe help stabilize some things just a little bit and get us on track because we got plenty more show left. It's gonna be fun.
Are we transitioning to Fielder's Choice?
Indeed.
Yes. Okay. I know this is your favorite game.
I love it. It's great.
All right. Ooh, donuts are here. Sorry, I'm going to focus on the show because we're live right now. All right, we're going to play Fielder's Choice, where I am going to give Patrick, 2 options, and he's going to pick the one he wants. Patrick, would you rather be granted 1 big wish or be granted 100 small wishes?
1. Just give me 1. I get it over with. And I don't say that in a bad way. If you had 100 small wishes, and again, I'd need to see the chart. I would have to ask the genie or the fairy, say, hey, hold on, what are the rules and restrictions here? I really need to contemplate, because that's really the first choice. Do I want 1 or do I want multiple? But I think if you just have 1, that's it. It's done. It's over with. Whereas I feel like if you had a bunch, man, and word got out, people would just be pestering you all the time. Like, hey, can you wish for my team to win this championship? Because somebody's got to win. I don't really think that's even that big of a wish in the grand scheme of things, right? It's like, oh, yeah, the Oakland A's win the World Series. all right, they're going to win, 55
That's a
games
big wish.
extended
That's a
days.
huge wish.
Patrick, that's a big wish. That is the one big wish.
That's the thing. Like, what quantifies a small wish? Like,
you know what? We're gonna move on because I don't know.
You need the rules and restrictions.
I wish I had a
overlays are-
sandwich. Like,
That's a small wish. That's a small wish. A sandwich is a small wish.
Also, I can just get up off my butt and get it. I don't need a wish to be granted to get a sandwich. But look, the A's are like only a game or so behind the Royals right now. So believe it or not, they're not even going to be the worst team in baseball, which is bonkers. We're an A's show now. It's official.
This is an A's podcast. Someone's gotta. Also, saying that the A's like aren't that much worse than the Royals is not a flex at all for the A's or the Royals.
True.
All right, Patrick, next question. Would you rather play a night game in Antarctica or a day game in the Sahara Desert?
Day game in Sahara Desert, easily. So hydration. So am I building a stadium? Because maybe there's a way
let's
that I
say
might
there's
be
a
able-
stadium. Yeah, there's a stadium. Let's say hypothetically there is a stadium in both of these locations. It's not a covered stadium. Let's say it's like minor league size. It's like 6,000 person capacity, fairly average amenities.
I love that you're putting as much thought into this as I usually do.
Thank
and
you.
get accused of overthinking. But these are important details, so I appreciate that.
Listen,
I like
there's
that.
a difference between overthinking and overcomplicating. It's a fine line, and you walk it, my friend.
No, you've got it laid out perfectly. I like that. So
Thank you.
there's going to be more damage done to the environment in Antarctica. And for that reason, I'm going to the Sahara Desert. I'm going to play a game there. It's actually a real continent with real people. Antarctica is a continent, but it's not governed by anything. It's just it's a science country. It's not a real country. But yeah, you're going to do more damage to the environment. So give me the Sahara. Stay nice and hydrated. I don't know if you're going to need to commute back and forth on a camel. I mean, probably for publicity purposes on media day.
On media day. That's definitely a media day event, but also like you can't do that too often. PETA's going to be up in arms about that. So you might not even have a camel.
That's true. Also,
Who's to know?
imagine the kinds of layers that you're going to need to wear on Antarctica. I mean, even if you're doing the Under Armour where it's tight to your skin, we're talking like 7 layers of Under Armour to stay warm in Antarctica. That's bad news. Give me a game in Sahara like every day. Are you suggesting that maybe MLB after London and now maybe next up Paris, Sahara Desert?
The Sahara series. I like the Sahara series. That sounds really fun.
There we go. Put it out
it's
there. in the world, make it happen.
alliteration.
It is alliteration.
That's why
that
you
makes...
like it. It's not that it's actually fun. It's just it has
Oh
alliteration.
no, it sounds like a terrible series, but
Exactly.
but for branding purposes, it's incredible.
Rumble
Tim,
and the-
are both day and night games sold out? Yeah, I'm gonna say it's a packed crowd. It's a packed crowd for all of them.
Sure.
Yeah. But Patrick made his decision. He's playing in the Sahara. I probably would too, because I would rather be too hot than too cold. If I'm too cold, I'm like just gonna die right there on the spot.
Baseball has a history. Baseball has a history on both continents. You know, Joe Musgrove went there this offseason. We
Yes, he
talked about it
did.
briefly. When I saw Sean Manaea in the Giants clubhouse, I did kind of want to talk with him about that because he was on the boat apparently helping Musgrove warm up. And then even more historically, I want to say in the late 1890s, A.G. Spalding Sports, right? He took a group around the world where they actually were in Egypt, and I think Cap Anson threw a baseball over the Sphinx. So, hey, there's history in both places.
Patrick, you are full of these like little trivia nuggets. Go Nugs.
Full of crap.
NBA champions. Let's go.
You just say full of crap. It's okay.
All right, next one, Patrick. Grass stains or dirt stains? Let's say you got a uniform. You got to wash it. Would you rather be working with grass stains or dirt stains?
What color is the uniform?
It's home whites. Yeah. Thank you for asking, Yaya.
It's very important.
Can I phone Yaya again for more follow-up questions? He's really, his head's in this game today.
He actually, like, you are so connected in this game right now, considering you were literally deceased 5 minutes ago.
I love Would You Rather games.
Yeah, so it's home whites, grass stains, or dirt stains.
I think grass stains are more fun in the moment. Whereas dirt is just dirt. You can probably get that out. Put a little OxyClean, let it sit in your sink. You know what I mean? You can get anything out. So I'll take dirt. I'm going to be able to get that out pretty easy. Although it's so much more fun to be diving on grass than dirt.
I was going to say, I feel like dirt stains are cooler. No, grass stains are cooler looking. Dirt stains are easier to get out.
Correct. Rocky
And you know what? A lot of
C21
people in the
is
chat are agreeing with it. Also, Christian's in the chat. What's up, my friend? We were just talking about you. Did you hear?
That's it. Christian, you know, man, Shaq, I'm like, I'll catch up with him another time. And I see Christian all the time. And yet still, I'm like, I got to go hang out with Christian for a minute. So we'll catch up another time.
Yeah, you'll see him soon. Were you trying to say something, Yaya?
As a former soccer player, I'd rather slide on dirt when I played baseball than on grass.
Oh, why is that?
Because with grass, there could have been a twig or something that got caught up in my shorts or hit me. Well, in baseball, you know it's just dirt. There's like little rocks, so you're kind of already ready for the hit.
Okay. That makes sense. I don't think the grass at Coors Field has any twigs hiding in there.
You don't know that. You truly do not know that.
Real? I mean, I feel like the grounds crew spends a lot of time out there.
It's well
Again,
manicured.
it's not the grounds crew's fault that there's idiots in the stands throwing things.
Okay,
You can be barefoot. I mean, we've seen players barefoot out on grass. A ball. Look, there's also a difference too between a professional grade ballpark or soccer stadium and what the general public gets in their neighborhood too. So there's that variance.
Okay. All right, we got another one. Patrick, would you rather wear the Padres City Connect? Oh, I'm out. Yeah, my camera's gone.
Or be invisible.
Would you rather be invisible and can you still hear me though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the camera's hung over too. We're all doing great. Patrick, would you rather wear the Padres City Connect every single day or the Giants City Connect every single day for the rest of your life?
Whoa. That's
Yeah.
intense. Oh man. I don't know. I'll say this. On Sunday, you may have seen it, they had all of the kids from the Little League walking around the stadium. And I assume that this Little League or this town, it was all the same one. They had all City Connect shirts.
Oh.
So you remember oh, hey, when I was in T-ball, I was on the Tigers. And so we had a yellow orange shirt with just white script that said Tigers on it. Right. And I think we had, Detroit Tigers caps and hey, that's great. But now you can wear City Connect for your Little League. And that was that just kind of blew my mind. The Giants ones, it wasn't that same color of the Giants City Connect. They were just orange instead. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I think I would, although I like the Padres one better, I would rather the Giants because it's just a little more subdued. It's that orange, that burnt sienna. It's not a khaki color, but I feel like that'll look well with a pair of khaki pants or shorts. It's white. Padres, maybe if I got to wear them every day, it's just too bright. And some days I don't want to be feeling that kind of bright,
Yeah. I personally, I hate the Giant City Connect, so I would probably go with the Padres if it was I have to do one. Yeah. Where do you stand?
It's Padres for the opposite that Patrick said. You want to feel bright and in a good mood all day, every day. So you dress how you want to feel.
Yaya is inspirational right now. I love this for us.
Dress for success.
Nuggets in 5.
Nuggets in 5. That's it. I like that. I imagine, here's the funny thing is that despite the fact that everybody might be a little bit hungover, no one's wearing their Shady Rays. Today is a perfect day for Shady Rays.
Is this an ad read?
Maybe. They're polarized. They're fantastic. You can buy one and get one for free when you use promo code DNVR. You can try them on in person at the Park Meadows Mall. And you know what? If you don't happen to like them, or maybe you're just wearing them because you're hungover all the time, send them back within 30 days.
An attack.
You get a full refund. So that's a nice piece of that. Or if you lose or break them, they'll replace those as well. So independent sunglass company that's got over 200,000 now. Again, they're almost close to 250,000 at this point. 5-star reviews online. It's Shady Rays. Perfect for when your team wins the NBA championship and you are hungover. Shady Rays.
Or for the parade.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely wearing my Shady Rays at the parade. Let's freaking go.
Parade right to a Rockies game where the sun is hitting your eyes.
Tim in the chat, I think it would be fun to tie-dye the Giant City Connect, but that does not apply in the rules of this game, in the parameters. You have to wear the jersey every day for the rest of your life, unmodified.
Whoa, you did not say unmodified, Tim. I appreciate you.
I didn't, but you guys played the game that way as if it were unmodified. Like, you can wear it with whatever pants you want, but no pants, no pants. Like, who knows? Who cares?
Wait, are they your pajamas too, though? Do you get multiple of them to, like, wash them?
You get multiple. You have one for every single day of the week.
Do you have to wear them to sleep?
Yes.
So you get 14 of them?
Yeah, you get 14 of them.
Okay.
Do I have to wear the pants too? The baseball pants?
No, you don't. You can wear whatever pants you want to wear.
Okay. All right. That's the saving grace of that one. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate your help, man.
Pete Thompson in the chat. Greetings from New Jersey. Congrats to the Nuggets. Thank you. In Philly, they grease the poles so folks can't climb them. Yeah, I know. Oh, I know it. I grew up climbing those grease poles.
Yeah? That's it. And if you've fallen off of a grease pole, call 222-2222, Backus and Shanker.
Doesn't count, Patrick. Doesn't count when you are at fault. And that shit was my fault.
Also, then Denver took a different approach than greasing the poles. They put 6 cops around each pole. Apparently, it was not enough because people were still up there.
There's a lot of poles in this town. Denver, big pole town. Big pole town. Okay, so yeah.
Did you see the video of someone swinging from it was either a light or like a light post or like a traffic light?
It was a traffic light.
Was it a traffic light? They were swinging from it, like right in front of Coors Field, like hanging. Like, I'm like, how did you get all the way out there in the first place?
Oh, so you climb all the way to the top.
You
walk. No, you walk it. Like, you just kind of like hold on and grab to it. Then you just kind of grab a good grip and let yourself go.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Were you the person who was hanging out there?
I was not, but I was underneath ready to catch if needed.
Oh, did you go out?
Yeah, I saw it happen live.
Oh my gosh. I did not go out and do the whole like storming the streets thing. But good for you. I'm glad you did.
Not to harp on this, but if you were the person that was injured by Susie when she climbed that pole covered in grease, call 222-2222. Backus and Shanker.
Backus and Shanker. Bonus ad.
Well, we're up. I think we don't need to do an ad read for like 2 weeks at this point. We're crushing it right now.
Someone send this entire episode to Backus and Shanker. They will love it.
Plenty of freebies.
Do I have another Fielder's Choice question? Patrick, would you rather have many friends and many enemies or few friends and no enemies?
I will pick the second because that's where I live. I'm already in that scenario.
You don't think you have enemies?
I have few, but also few friends. I'm a few friend kind of guy. I keep a low overhead. We were talking with one of our colleagues the other day. I think you were there as they were recounting the thousands of dollars flying to Nashville and Las Vegas and Seattle and Chicago for all kinds of, bridal parties and all kinds of weddings, things of that nature. Mm-hmm. I'm good. My bank account's pretty tight right now. I'm all right.
That's all I got for you for Fielder's Choice. I hope you enjoyed all these hypotheticals.
Real quick, the first option with having a lot of friends and a lot of enemies is a lot funner.
Exactly. It's like that sounds like fun.
Yeah,
it sounds like a Taylor Swift song.
No, like especially for you, Patrick. WWE, you make some factions and you go straight at it. Like, you can make a faction of all your friends, then a faction of all the enemies, and then just get a ring and settle it all in the ring.
Not bad. See, you would appreciate this. I'm more of an Eddie Guerrero guy. You know what I'm saying? He was on his own. He did his own thing.
He did do his own thing. I love Eddie, though.
I have no idea who any of these people are.
No, just trust us. Yeah, like it's.
Okay. You would actually love Eddie Guerrero.
Would I? What's his sign?
Badass.
Before you make these claims that I would love him, back your stuff up, Yaya.
I'm calling Backus and Shanker because I feel attacked.
You are being attacked. Call him.
So I will need Backus and Shanker on my side.
And Will in the chat. Will in the chat. He's not taking a shot at me here, but I love Will. He's great. But yes, maybe I would actually, wish for something bad. Maybe that's my face. And then when I do behind closed doors, maybe I have an evil intent inside. Maybe. No, I don't. But Will, I don't know. You might be seeing something that everybody else does not.
Oh my gosh.
Am I fooling people? No, I'm just a good guy. I'm a good guy.
Yeah, you're fine. You're okay. You have your moments.
Hey, I'm fine. That's it. I
You're
wouldn't say I'm a
fine.
good guy, but I'm fine.
You're fine. You're okay. Let's tone it down a little bit. Hey, we got more Rockies and Red Sox, Rocks and Sox tonight. That's pretty exciting. There is not a single day game in this series for the Rockies.
Yeah, all the games start at 5:10. It's going to be similar to when you get back from that Angel series when they play the Dodgers, all night games, and that's kind of because the Dodgers do that to the Rockies all the time. They do it to all teams, but they do that all the time. Where on the getaway day, it's a night game, and it really shouldn't be. But the Dodgers just kind of don't care and respectfully say, "Now we're going to do what we want." So Rockies are going to kind of get revenge. So we'll have a Thursday night game, kind of a rare Wednesday night and Thursday night game.
Good. I mean, that kind of like throws a little wrench in our plans for having like post-game shows, but at the same time, good. Let them struggle to recover up here at altitude.
That's right. Cutter Crawford, great baseball name, against Chase Anderson, great baseball person tonight at Fenway.
That'll be good. Yeah, that'll be a good matchup. Chase Anderson has had so many great starts at Coors Field. He's only had a couple of this season. He's only had a couple of starts on the road. So I think this is only the second one.
Yeah, I don't know if he's pitched at Fenway before, I'd imagine, because, again, he's had a fairly long career. You know, he was with Toronto for a little while. It might not have been long enough to get a start, but he's familiar with plenty of the guys in that Red Sox lineup in general. So I think he's going to be fine. I would actually the Rockies have a little bit of momentum right now, and the Red Sox do not. And so I actually think the Rockies are going to win tonight. They're going to win Tuesday night in Boston.
Knock on wood.
Knock on
that
wood.
Got your attention.
You hear? It's going to be a segment. You hear? We're doing a knock on wood segment very soon. So get the wheels working in your head a little bit on what that graphic's going to be like.
Also, Will in the chat, more like Ace Anderson. Relax. Kyle Freeland is still our ace, but Chase Anderson is so great. I am so glad we have him right now.
I do like that nickname.
Ace Anderson. Okay, he can grow into that.
Not to be confused with Arn Anderson. I know that you were thinking about that name, Susie, but it's Ace Anderson.
Who is that?
You hear? He's a wrestler.
Oh, okay.
Hey, folks, follow us on Twitter where we won't be making quite as many wrestling references, and you won't have to hear any of our gravelly voices or red eyeballs and baggy under eyes, all that stuff.
Are you calling my under eyes baggy right now? I think I'm actually doing pretty good considering.
No, I think we all are kind of have the same thing going on. I can't even see Yahir's. I can only hear the bags under Yahir's eyes.
Yahir looks exactly how he sounds. Terrible.
Exactly. I usually come in, I have at least a good shirt on, I got actual pants on and the contacts. Like, I look presentable most of the time.
He looks like...
I look like I did the walk of shame from a frat boy's house at this point. like literally, like, I'm in sweats, I got my Crocs on, I got glasses on, my hat's all crooked. Like,
but he's wearing a Rockies hat.
I am wearing a Rockies hat and a Rocky shirt, actually, underneath this.
This show has been so full of stupid bullshit. I love it. But yeah, follow us on Twitter at DNVR_Rockies.
Follow me at Patrick D. Lyons on Twitter.
You can follow me at the Susie Hunter on all platforms.
We've got the weirdest momentum in the world going forward. But unfortunately, you know what they say about weird momentum after the Nuggets win an NBA championship?
Patrick, tell me what they say.
It's only as good as your next show. So we will talk to you at this same time, same place, Wednesday, 1 p.m. on the DNVR Sports Channel live on YouTube.